All right, well, welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back.
And tonight we're going to chat about the Marble Mountain Bigfoot.
Supposedly the longest video of a Bigfoot ever?
Yeah, just a little bit, almost to 7 minutes, I guess. But shot by Jim Mills up in...
Marble Mountain.
Yeah, Siskiyous, up in that area. A lot of Bigfoot sightings up in there.
I don't know about this one, but we're going to take a look at it and see.
All right, so I believe this film was shot, June 2000, June 2001, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's been around for a little while now.
And so you're going to see Jim and his, I don't know, did he have a
little youth group or something with him there?
Yeah, and they're going to stumble on
a structure
of some sort. And then I think you guys have seen this video, but we're going to jump into the theater. We're going to take a peek at it, so hold tight.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Welcome to Mystery Sasquatch Syndicate Theater, and we're going to check out Marble Mountain, Dwayne.
Yeah, let's check it out. This video's been making the rounds for a while.
It's about 20 years old, I guess. A couple decades.
Yeah.
A little bit of snow.
We got our youth group
some
here.
Piled logs, but as we wander up,
I believe they come upon
up into the
maybe a
trees
nest
a little bit,
or a structure.
we notice that there's a pile of.
I'm not sure. Somebody put a lot of work into making that.
And as we look inside, we find out that something.
Brad's getting eaten alive.
Brad, let me climb out for a minute. Let me
I
get
don't
a
know
look
if he's
into
trying to
this
represent a
thing.
Bigfoot. He's kind of.
Let me walk around it.
If that's a tight squeeze, huh?
Some kind of creature.
Well, and there's not a
Let's
lot
take it.
of, I wish you would back up a little bit. It's kind of hard to get perspective on how big this thing is.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of leaves and branches.
Like a big long tunnel, it
To
looks
either
like.
camouflage.
Yeah, a little lean-to made out of the forest there, so,
Or
I
make a
guess
place
plausible. Something that
to
would need shelter
hide.
would build something like that.
We notice
That's a lot of
claw
work
marks
to
as we
do
look at the
for
trees
one
and
night.
stuff.
I don't think a Bigfoot's like just
Then we
hanging
come
out
around,
there.
we
This is where I
fit in
live.
here
Check
and
out
we
my
see how
pad. I mean,
Yeah,
Whatever it is
strange.
has been all smooth.
We do
down.
have, people send in pictures and photos of structures like this.
I've seen some really, really good ones. I don't know if this is it, but I've seen photos of some good stuff.
Go over next to my pillow this time.
We see that they use trees
So I noticed
around
he
about to just.
mentions a couple times there was no saw marks. It was just snapped.
Yeah, everything was busted by
they're
brute
snapped like
strength,
twigs. No hatchets. No.
which that is there. Yeah, I don't see any cut mark. Nothing sawed up. Everything's pretty
no
much
human
busted
marks
off.
of a saw.
Yeah, so I guess this is probably more the
Everything's
It looks
snapped.
fresh.
compelling part of the
As though
video,
by
though.
mighty,
They did
mighty
find a
strength.
tree structure or a survival
Every bit
camp.
of the-
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they found something there. And could they have made it with the 7, 8 people standing there? Sure, they could have, but
See
it's
down here,
pretty
a
well
fire pit,
designed.
but we see
Yeah,
no-
and I believe
no
they mentioned a
evidence
fire pit
there was
that
ever a
hadn't
fire.
had a fire started in it yet.
Oh my
I'm a
word.
little suspect on that.
Right.
I don't know if
Uh-huh.
Bigfoot's out making
See,
campfires in his camp.
Oh, I'll get back
We-
to camp.
We
And
see
then-
something moving on the
Well, it's a
hill.
long way out.
Yeah, and they noticed something up on the ridge. But it's really hard to see from this distance.
That's boy.
Even zoomed, I mean, that's probably an old VHS-C.
And see what I'm thinking is the Bigfoot. I still
Kinda
don't even
looking
see
at
it.
us.
It's little compared to those
Moving
trees.
now.
Right.
Once again, your classic blurry video. You know,
Well, and at a far distance, too. I mean, it's really far out.
what do they? It looks like a mile, maybe.
Yeah, I
out.
mean, initially, I see kind of a hiker with a backpack. I mean, that's what it looks like to me because the legs are so skinny and the frame's so small,
ridge.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could just
Almost
be
to
the way
those
it's
trees.
turned.
Coming down.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for the guy on the ridge there. I'm waiting for his video of the people in his camp. It's kind of the feeling I get out of this video.
Right. Or he's coming down, he sees them down below.
Yeah, he sees them all down there in his camp, is what it looks like to me, because these things ain't trying to hide or nothing.
Yeah, just this, just the way it moves.
Just nonchalant.
Yeah, it just walks too much like a human to me for me to really put a lot of emphasis
In the
on it.
trees.
It's hard to tell from here, though. I mean, maybe a mile out.
Like you said, Chuck, it wasn't there. Didn't see it with my own eyes. We all know that that's a little different, but from this, if I had to go with this, I'm saying this is
Right.
This is a mistaken.
Mistaken identity for sure. Yeah, I mean, it would easily navigate down that hill. You know, it looks like it's almost balancing as it's walking down the rock ledge on a trail.
It's kind of
If it was a Sasquatch, would it really even need a trail? No, he'd just run down the hill.
see, now it looks like it's throwing a fit.
Or drunk dancing up there.
Yeah.
Break
Get
dancing.
out of my camp. Get out of my camp.
Doing Footloose. It's
Right.
dancing like Footloose up there. What is it? What's going on up there?
That's what I'm saying. What's this?
He's jumping up and down.
I'm losing faith
Yeah.
even more
No.
fast in this. I don't know,
He
Chuck.
knows we're not in his
Yeah, it's, like I said, very inconclusive at that distance.
I want it to be real. I don't see enough here to. I can't go with it. I can't say yes.
That
And we're
is,
going to get a clearer shot as it kind
does
of
not look
breaks
like
behind the tree line. And why would it be doing all this in and
Its
out, in
arms
and
are
out
way
if it was
too
going
big.
to
Look
peek
at
a
how
bit?
long the hands hang down.
Like I said,
to
that
the-
small stride going down the hill. I mean, if it's something that lives out in the forest, it
Look
just
at-
navigate right
what
down
I'm
the hill.
looking at.
Right? Just done or come
Just
back.
like a dog. You're just going to take off and go.
Or
So,
if that was its camp, I would think it would come towards you to the camp. It's just hugging this ridge line.
I'll play devil's advocate and say it could be an elderly Sasquatch that's tired going down the hill, so it chose to go down the trail. Theater, and that's one, Dwayne, people wanted us to talk about for a long time, and I'm just not there with it.
I'm not either. That thing can go 100% one way, 100% the other way. It's not there for me. It's just not enough.
Yeah, the distance is way too far. The footage is way too grainy, even at that distance, and the creature's way too out in the open for me.
And the behavior.
Right.
The behavior to me just looks like a drunken camper up there, maybe at best. It's not Bigfoot behavior. That thing would be gone, stealthed out, whistling, tree knocking. That thing was just up there showboating, pretty much.
Well, and like we were saying, just go back and watch the Russian Almasty video. I mean, most of the encounters we get, I mean, they're talking, this thing's moving pretty quickly through the forest.
That is very
effortlessly.
I know that's right up there in our top 5. That's very impressive.
So, the tree structure as part of the video was good. Again, the survival camp, there's a lot of people that camp out in the forest or live out in the forest. They make things like that all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a Sasquatch, but it is an interesting structure.
Well, sure it is. I did 2 things in that kind of take away for me is the kid crawling in the opening of it, which looked awful small to me if we're talking Sasquatch. I mean, he'd be belly crawling in there. And the mention of a fire pit without a fire started yet. That's a big negative for me if it's a Bigfoot structure.
Right. I mean, it's more likely it would be somebody in a survival camp or somebody that was out camping for the weekend. They built that structure.
Sure. Well, we all know there's a lot of crazy people out in the woods, man. Just want to get away from society. I mean, I think that's what they stumbled on. And I think dude on the ridge seen them. That's my take. That's what I'm thinking.
So thanks for sending it in. We're always happy to review some videos, but just not there for me.
Nope, me neither.
All right, so take it easy. We'll be back. Stay safe, stay healthy, and believe.